Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have another dinosaur cosmetic showcase for you with the second species from the feathered DLC pack Jurassic World Evolution 2. And today we're going to do and check the, here we go, Jeholopterus. Do I say it correctly?
Jeholopterus.
Jeholopterus. I never heard of this species. I've seen a similar species, which the name I forgot as well. So this is pretty interesting for me that we got something that I am absolutely not aware of until of now. So we are going to check on the skins and the patterns for this pterosaur. It is a pterosaur. It is not a bat. It is not a mammal. So it's some kind of unique design for a pterosaur. My cat just walked up and boomed maximum on my on my tripod from a microphone. We are going to check this dinosaur out, guys. And of course we got the let me see, do we already have it? Color grading. Yes, color grading is always Jurassic World neutral for me. So you can always check on later, as you can see here. It's a little bit different. Maybe there is a slight difference for the animal that you think looks better with this color grading, but I always go for neutral, Jurassic World neutral. We do not have any specific skins like the 2022 for this one, so we are going to start with the first one. And I want to say this: the model itself, Ahsoka, my mic is moving away from me at this point. Ahsoka, go play! Come on, don't play with this. Play with something else. So this is the null version. If you do not change anything, you get it like this, and it is a nice looking model, by the way. It is indeed looking like a bat, and I have to keep my cat away. Give me a second. It's okay. This is just, it's going so well lately when I'm recording and she's here, but this is like a moment of time that she wants attention. She's doing it again in a second. So if the audio is changing direction, you notice the cat. But yeah, it's a pterosaur. It looks like a bat. It has these ears. I cannot zoom in more like this. This is max zoom. It's so small compared to anything else. I think it's the smallest animal at this point. I'm not sure if it's as big as a compy, maybe smaller as a compy. Not sure about that. But it has these ears, these plumes on top of its head, which are an inspiration from owls. We have heard about it from one of the creators of this model, one of the game designers, that it took some inspiration from the owls and basically the owl with some kind of like horn ears, something like that. It has this nice fluffy tail, this little lump at the back of on the end of the tail. There's a nice pattern. So this is the pattern the species has. Jeholopterus has some nice moth-like design to it on its wings. So it's a cute little creature. It doesn't have any beak like most pterosaurs, but it has some kind of like a little bit of a beaked frog face. I'm not sure. It is interesting to see how this animal looks like. So we're gonna check out what it is. As you can see, Death Valley and Arana. Arana is black in the Death Valley. We're gonna start with the Sonoran Desert, and it changes immediately how good the color looks. If you change it, this is a darker orange. Interesting to see. It even reminds me more of a moth than the previous one. And we got Rana, but we're going to quickly switch. Oh, too much. To blank. Trying not to look at the animal while doing that. But so we got a blank here. As you can see that the pattern is making a lot of difference with it. So we're going to check out first. Rana is of course a blackish pattern. Definitely looking cool on the orange. We got Chalcorana, which is orange with black. The other one is more grey-black. But the orange with black also looks like a real-life butterfly or moth. There's this giant, enormous butterfly I've read about, which has the same pattern. Looks pretty cool. Suits it nicely with Sonara Desert. Pretty nice. We got a green one, which is Lithobates. Also looking incredible. Is this the first time that we are going to see some patterns that can fit with any color? Maybe it's this time, you know? Not always, but it looks great. You can see mostly it's the ears only beside the pattern on the wings that change a little bit. But the green looks cool with the orange, the black, a little bit of yellowish coloration in it. Pretty cool. We got the Pulcrana, which has a grey-blue pattern alongside a little bit of white and black. Also looking nicely. We got the Papurana, which is extremely vivid with the pink and a bit blue purplish. It still looks interesting. It's what I said. It's like a butterfly. And butterflies can have all kinds of colors and patterns and it still looks normal, you know? So this is the same for the Jeholopterus. It is the least favorite so far, but it's pretty interesting, I mean. And we got the Pelophylax, which has a bluish pattern, also with a little bit of yellowish green and black. Pretty cool so far. So we go back to the Dead Valley one, which is the nice sand, light sand colored skin. And we already saw the Rana for this. Pretty cool with a pattern like this. We got Chakrana, looks really nice. We got the green, interesting as well. Oh, this one suits perfectly. I think this is a nice looking desert pterosaur. Desert bat. I'm gonna call it a bat sometimes, I guess. The pink is weird, but it's not that bad. I can see that it is possible. It's not my favorite. Maybe it's a bit weird, but it's not bad, you know. We got Pelophylax also works quite well with the Dead Valley. Then we have the Great Sandy Desert, a more darker and grayer skin tone. And of course, the Arana is looking nicely with the same darker tone. It's more Batman than a dinosaur species. Reptile that is, of course. And we've got Chalcorana, nice looking fire pattern on top of it. Because it's darker with the skin, the red jumps out of it a bit more than the previous skin colors. We got the Lithobates, the green. Looks nicely. Also looking great is the Pulcrana, just blending in with its extra blue pattern. The pink still is a bit weird, but it's still looking okay. I do like it. It's weird, but I do like it. Sometimes you have that, you know. And we got Pelophylax with the blue also perfectly with Great Sandy Desert. Interesting. Nicey nice. We got Champlain Valley, which for this species is a yellowish orange, brighter than the desert variations. So let's check out the patterns. I like it with Rana. Makes it complete, as you can see. Same with the Chalcorana, perfectly fitting. Green also looks okay with it. It's because of the yellow and the black in it that it makes it better than just having green, you know? Pulcrana is looking nicely, and then we got the pink of Papurana. Weird. I don't think I like this one. This combination is not that great. With the blue, perfectly nice. So far, everything looks great. We got a Sala de Huesco green, a darker green, so I wonder how things look with this one. I think so far as what we have seen with the patterns, most of them look interesting and good looking. Rana looks cool, and Chalcorana is incredible. We got the green that suits it even perfectly with the body itself. We got the Pulcrana, also well done with the bluish. Pink, not so much. No, I don't like this one. This is not great. Pelophylax, perfectly blue, extra, pretty nice. We got a Limpopo, a purple brown. It's supposed to be purplish, but it looks more brown to me. And with Rana, it makes it different and more vibrant as a species. Pretty look, pretty cool looking, I want to say. Pretty looking as well. And the Chokorana, nice, I love that. The green also looks okay. Pulcrana looks perfect. I love Pulcrana. Pulcrana is a nice looking pattern. Okay, I think the pink suits it with Limpopo. Probably because it's some purplish color, you know? And the Pelophylax, the blue, well done. We got a white version of it. We got the Killian Mountains white Jeholopterus. I have to check the name every time I want to say its name to make sure I'm not saying something else. Rana, interesting, white moth looking thingy. Also with the red, pretty cool. We got the green, works well enough. It's not bad, no. I like this one. Pulcrana's cool. The pink is interesting. Looks okay. Looks more ghostly. That's really cool. And we got the blue and the black also nicely fitting for this animal. We got Yukon River, which is black. It's a dark brown blackish color. And it makes it dark with the Rana. We got the fire wings of Chalcorana. Looks really cool. The green, less interesting, but can work with it. We got Pulcrana, which is cool. I like that. Grana looks cool. We got the Papurana, which honestly looks pretty darn good. That looks pretty darn good. I like this one. That's a cool looking design. And the blue, also interesting with the blue. More visible somehow because of the dark skin, I guess. Not sure. Nice. We got a Svalbard, a grey bluish skin color with Rana perfectly mixed into it. It blends in perfect. Pattern looks good on top. The Chalcorana, also blue-red, is some of my favorite combinations for the dinosaur, so that's looking nice. We got the green, which also works perfectly. Pretty cool. And Pulcrana, incredible. These are some nice looking pattern colors. Even the Papurana one is looking amazing with Svalbard. They have done an incredible job with this pattern. Way more interesting than most pterosaurs in my opinion. Pelophylax, the blue, nicely with the body itself. We got blank, of course. Then we got a red one, which is interesting. That's even more like a red cardinal or something, a bird, you know? Oh, but it looks good with Rana. Oh, also with Chocorana. Okay, this is a pretty nice color if you see the patterns on top of it. Just without the pattern, it's meh. But now it looks cool. The green, not so much with the red. I'm sorry, this is not really working out with each other. I do love the Pulcrana for this. The pink is weird, but somehow it says to me, yeah, I'm interesting, you know? Something like that. It's an interesting color. And the blue of Pelophylax also works for the skin. Interesting. Amazon rainforest. We got two more to go. We got the mangrove forest, which is a purple. This is even more purple than the other one. This is the purple as it's supposed to be, showing the purple in the skin itself. And with the Rana, the black wings, it looks great. The red on top of it, a little bit less, but still not bad. The green looks interesting with the purple. That looks an interesting design. Pulcrana, incredible looking. Papurana fits with it, interesting. And the blue of Pelophylax, also cool. So far, so good. We got a green, light green Gambia River Basin. My least favorite of the skins so far. So far, we all seen the skins at this point, so this is my least favorite. It has a nice looking touch with the Urana on top of it. Also, Jokorana makes things different, but I still do not like the green at this point. The green wings are okay. I think I just don't like the skin color. I'm trying to zoom in more, little bit by little. Little by little. Pokérana, interesting. Papurana is not working for this skin now. Paraphylix does look interesting. So these are some interesting. I do not like the Gambia River, but these are some interesting looking skins. I do like Svalbard, and I think the Great Sand Deserts, as well as the brown one. Which was the brown one? Yukon River, Limpopo. I think I like both, and I think the Chalcorana and Pulcrana are my favorite patterns for this. So I am going to select a top three for this one, and well, the patterns are pretty easy, and I just have to check which body color works for me, right? So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, we got the first of the top three over here, which is basically the first one we checked in the list, Sonora Desert with Rana. And why do I like this? Well, I like the orange with the grey blackish pattern on top of it. It looks really cool, and it reminds me of a butterfly that we have in the Netherlands as well, um, which also have red wings, but I like orange a little bit more. Just incredible to see how this pattern works. So that is the first one, and I can just cut out what I think, just cut out the video and just select number two. But I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm just going to do it live, and I am going to pick out Pokrana, which I think is my second favorite pattern. And for it, I wanted to do the Limpopo. And I think this is a natural looking moth, like the brown, because it looks a little bit like a fluffy red, like a squirrel or something, like a rodent at least, and maybe even just a bat, definitely a bat with the ears. And the pattern is a little bit of the blue, extra blue markings on top of it, the white and the black in the wings itself. It looks pretty cool, and I think this is my number two for the species itself. Looks really interesting. And of course, I got a number one, and for the pattern already selected that one. This is definitely the number one for me. The Chocorana, the red, and everything else. And I think that Svalbard is looking incredible with the red, the blue, the red, the darking patterns, the yellowish, the evil eyes you can see in the wings if it sits still like a butterfly. I love this one. This is just perfectly, and it's adorable with the ears on top of it, the plume ears, which are red as well, like big eyes, you know. Looks like a menacing moth. I love it. This is just incredible. It's an interesting species. It's an insectivore. It feeds on butterflies and moths at this point in the game. So I'm going to use this definitely as a design in the park. Looks interesting. Maybe we can just do things like male and a female version of something. Males bright colors, and females are just a little bit more dull compared to it. So this is indeed an interesting looking creature. Let's do the flying at this point because it looks cool flying with the wings and everything. Jeholopterus, ladies and gentlemen, really an interesting choice. I think it's an amazing choice for pterosaur, for at least something in the aviary, and I'm happy with this. This is a nice looking design. I wonder if we ever get something that is similar to this, but then a little bit bigger. That you can have like two different species. I'm not sure if they are bigger. I think it's a small species in general, the families and everything of it. But Jeholopterus cannot be hunted down, does not hurt a fly except for the moths from the insect feeder. It is awesome. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this tour throughout Jeholopterus, its skins and patterns. And let me know what you think of the species itself, of the model, the pattern choices and everything. And what is your favorite combination for this pterosaur? Let me know down in the comments below. And the same thing in one sentence, down and below in one sentence. You get it. You know what I mean. If you like this video, of course, do a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that and see way more cosmetic showcases. We have a lot more coming. And we're doing the first new 4 species, and then we continue on with the list that we have played in the beginning. So, oh, look at how adorable this is. It's like, I'm the knight. I'm vengeance. There you go, Batman. This is definitely Batman. I am vengeance. Thank you so much for visiting me on the channel. I hope to see you next time. Have a lovely evening and a lovely day in whatever your place is, and bye bye.